been having kind of a tough weekend. Like I have still so much work to do to like organize all the information and like I always overdo it on the document, you know. I don't think I need to be providing like evidence at this time. I think I'm only supposed to provide like facts, but I'm just doing it because I have it. I don't know if this is true, right or not, but I kind of feel like if I have it now and they can see it now, then can we reach a decision sooner instead of like going to trial, you know, when the evidence would be shown. So I don't know, I just kind of felt like maybe it's just efficient. It takes me a while to do the documents and I've just been struggling to do it. Today, I could just feel this like heartbreaking pain, you know, and I really tried to take the time to feel it, though it was like kind of handle it. Yeah, so I just have like heartbreaking pain, and I just tried to take some time to allow it. And I mean, it definitely felt like really overwhelming a couple times. I like basically distracted myself and engaged in like some unhealthy numbing behaviors. Chocolate was definitely involved. A friend came over and she's gone through something similar before. So we had a really good talk, you know, and I think it was actually a really nice open talk about just some things that make me sad about the past and like this want to move forward, you know. And after she left, it was great because while she was here, I was so happy. And then after she left, I just felt that like heartbreaking pain come back. When I came home from picking up the kids, I meditated, and the story of how we got here just got so much clearer. Just got so much clearer. And that's really sad, you know, because I don't know, I feel like no relief in understanding it better now. It just makes me feel sad, but sickened. I feel sick. And I've just been feeling that way for the past couple months as I would hope to be able to support you, whoever you are watching this in the future. So much complexity and like feeling what it feels like to cut people's access off for you and then to see how they increase ways that they try to control you. Because yeah, I'm going through and I'm realizing that the only reason I could get here to this point today is the different ways that access got cut off along the way. And cutting off some of that access like allowed me the space to think, document, right? Start the process, get more accountability in place. But more than anything, it's think, because I don't think I ever could have understood, even though I was doing the work, like I was doing so much work to try to keep the door open for some sort of like healthy dynamic in some of these relationships. You can't do that if that other person doesn't want a healthy dynamic. If they are after like an unhealthy dynamic where the relationship to you has to be a certain way for them to feel the way that they need to feel, you can't have a healthy relationship. You are always being used to some capacity. And that's the like emotional abuse part, right? Like if somebody comes and tries to control you because they're scared or because it makes them feel smaller, or like they just don't understand that you can do something or you can have your autonomy, like whatever that reason, like somebody's coming in, they're like doing this control, like you can never, like I'm understanding it better now. Like you can never improve your relationship skills out of that dynamic if that person is still focused on control. And yeah, like now the story is it's so much clearer. It's ugly. It's ugly. I took a screenshot of the Slack that I posted in the contrarian community after camp. And I said one of the things that contrarian camp helped me understand was like how to think about an owner. And I was really excited for this next step in my career, my life, and all of that stuff. And I put in there and think about how to better protect my space and capacity. And as I look through my documentation right now, like in different versions, I say protect so many times. I still thought I was protecting from like some unintentional chaos that like wherever I couldn't get the structure in, if some sort of outside something could get the structure in, that was protection. I did not consciously think about this person like escalating their behavior. In both of these dynamics, the behavior escalated to different forms of being like, no, I can still control you. I can still hold from you. I can still intrude on you, and I think that's the thing. It's like when you cut off the normal channels and then you see how the creativity comes in, that's where it's, to me, has just felt scary. And it's like this it's creepy. It's creepy that somebody thinks they have so much entitlement to keep you at a certain place in life or in their life, or to keep a certain dynamic a certain way, to keep this hierarchy a certain way. The thing that's also really hard is like now I'm getting it. Like the original domestic violence form, like I don't know what it was historically, but I'm guessing they just updated like the instructions to include emotional um, abuse and like coercive control, but the formats don't really allow for that, right? Because it's like you have to see the pattern and how it increases and how it grows. And the format of this is like, what was the abuse mean? Like an incident, you know? Um, yeah, I guess now that I'm piecing that together, I feel like, well, that's the format. I need to give them the one that shows the story that's hard to understand. I think the thing that I just really feel like sad or even a bit shaken, I'm shaken by is how much I have removed to like harmful behaviors through the years, and to people that were so reactive that like, you know, if somebody went and told them a story that they would like believe in, and people like that, so they could like manipulate other people to have control coming in from so many angles. I think about like, no, I've been removing access I have been actively, I guess, removing more and more access to unhealthy people over 5 years. And it's only because of that I could even be at this point, because the chaos that would always try to come in whenever I would take these steps, it was just so exhausting. And that's how I feel now. I'm so worn down. I'm so worn down because I took a bigger step towards accountability and I removed more of this like access that could keep me back. But that didn't stop the pattern. The pattern is like continuing to go. And now it's using the legal process for that, you know, and it's scary.